Hey, Pastor Marcia here. So excited you've joined us for Mill Creek Kids at Home. We're so excited what we're going to be learning about Jesus. So, hey, let's get some worship in, and then we'll see you later for the story.
Stories of the Bible. Moses in the wilderness. This is Moses, who was an Israelite born in Egypt in a time when Israelite boys were not supposed to live.
Wait, huh?
Moses, however, grew up in the palace of the Pharaoh, the very man who was enslaving the Israelite people. When Moses grew up, he made a big mistake
Oh.
and fled Egypt
Ah.
to live with the Midianites. But God called Moses back to Egypt
Ah.
to deliver his people with the help of his brother Aaron.
Phew.
After God showed his miraculous power in Egypt, he led the Israelites through the Red Sea and towards the Promised Land. They followed God, who showed himself as a cloud by day and fire by night. As God led them through the wilderness, the Israelites became thirsty and hungry. They complained to Moses and Aaron and said, "If only we had died in Egypt."
Huh?
God said to Moses that he would provide for his people.
Hey.
Each morning they awoke and found manna for the day,
What's that?
and each night God gave them meat. The people were still thirsty, and they were mad at Moses, saying, "Did you bring us out here to die of thirst?"
Yeah.
So Moses cried out to God, and God told Moses to strike a rock, and water came flowing out of it for the people to drink. And so the Lord provided for his people's needs. After traveling in the desert for 3 months, they came to Mount Sinai, and God called Moses from the top of the mountain. God spoke to Moses there of the future of his people and reminded him of the miracles of the past. After 3 days, there was thunder and lightning as a thick cloud covered the mountain. The people heard a loud trumpet blast. And Moses led people to the foot of the mountain to meet with God. God told them how his people were to live and how they were to honor him and respect each other. The Israelites had seen for themselves that God had spoken to Moses from heaven. These rules that God told them are called the 10 Commandments. And the Israelites feared God, for his mighty power had brought them out of slavery and provided for them in the desert.
So we just watched the story about Moses getting the 10 Commandments. And the 10 Commandments! I mean, do you realize the significance of the 10 Commandments? God actually gave his people rules. And they're not rules that were there to oppress them. They were rules to help guide them so that the life that they lived could be full of abundance and full of blessing and full of goodness. God gives us rules to live by so that we can not only have a great life, but we can be an example to everybody else how to do the right thing. What is the right thing to do? And how do we respond to those things? But the Bible also says that none of us have perfectly followed all of God's laws, which is why Jesus came. So, in learning the 10 Commandments, if you ever get to a place of your life where you're kind of wondering, what's the right thing to do? Go to the Bible. God's got lots of rules and lots of great ways to help guide us how to live a good life. It's time for our memory verse. You should know this by now. It's our last week doing this memory verse. Read along with me. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. 2 Timothy 1:7. Let's try it again. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. 2 Timothy 1:7. It's getting a little harder now. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Great job.
Welcome to Craft Corner. We just got done listening and learning about how Moses went up on the mountain, and when he came back, he had the 10 Commandments.
Yep.
So we have a cute little 10 Commandment banner that you can make. You can go online and print it off, and then we cut it out and we do some coloring. And the cool thing about this is kind of an accordion banner. So when you look after you print it off, very faintly, you can see the line.
You have young eyes. You should be able to see it.
And once you get the first one going, then it's easy because then it's equal. And you want to fold it to where the first fold is in. So you want to go in and then out, and then in again, and then out again, and then end with an out. Did I say that right? So that basically you want to, so that the
Just make it.
that the things are blank on either side, and then we've got these great little thing you print off that says what it is, and then you tape it on in there.
That's right. Tape it on in there.
That's right.
And try it out.
Yep, and give it a go. And you can color it in whatever colors you love. I would probably do mine a lot of green because I do love the color green. It's my favorite color.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Been favorite my whole life.
Look at this.
Oh, very cool. So yeah, it looks like a little book almost. So then you go, oh.
So you open it like this.
Exactly.
Oh, yes.
And then you open it up, you look, oh, here's my little book. But when I open it up, ta-da! Oops, I didn't tape it right.
Ta-da! Ta-no.
What did I do wrong? Anyways, there you have it.
Oh, you know what I think it is?
What'd I
Martha?
do?
You're just holding this wrong. Yeah. I
I
don't
did it
know.
Anyways.
It looks kind of like mine, but it didn't quite.
Look at those guys. It looks out great. You can put the banner up and it can remind you that God gives us words to live by that will help us to serve Him and walk along the road with Him better.
And helps us lead a blessed life.
Exactly. There you go. So there you have it. We will see you next time on Craft Corner.
Yes, you will. Bye.